teengangers hier. Maar nietemin, ons sien uit na interessante 80 minute met Kobus Wietse wat onmiddellik probeer het om na die bal in die hande te kry, terug na Skalk nou D. Hy is binne sy kwartgebied en hy kan direk uitskop. Groot belangstelling kyk hoe hierdie ligte Natalse pak gaan opweeg teen Transvaal. Daar is natuurlijk twee groot slotte, Botha en Rudi Visangi. Let's go, sê Garthright. Is oor die 10 meter lyn. En dan 'n strafskop toegeken aan Transvaal.
Van die wedstrijd vandaag met die scrums, dan gaan Natal definitief baie probleme hê. Hulle sal definitief iets moet doen in daai vaste scrums.
Skalk en sy 106de wedstrijd vir Natal, wat ingooi baie goed gekry daar die lyn staan deur André Skinner. En dit is Pieter de Haas, wat terugspeel na sy voorspelers, na Jannie Breed, na Hempas Rademeier, binne die kwartgebied van Natal, daar word ingewag deur die 8ste man De Tooy. Hy speel maar in sy tweede wedstrijd hierdie seisoen. En die spreekwoord. En dis Transvaal wat hom op die agtervoet kry, maar besluit om te hardloop. Hierdie rolskoppie van Skalk nou D in die leë kassie word daar netjies in die hande gekry deur Watson. Een van hierdie twee vinnige vleuels van Natal, die ander een Penrose, al twee geweldige vinnige manne. Mense sou graag wou sien dat hulle vandag die bal kry uit volle agter. Transvaal se ingooi. Skalk nou D wat baie skuins hardloop. Skerp beweging met Hitler van As. Hy kry aansetting die groot Kobus Wiese. Dit is op die midlyn wat jy daar sien. Garthright weer eens. Jannie Breed na Jannie Pretorius. Wright wat hard praat om daar die bal te kry. Nodé. Hy besluit om te skop na die hoekvlag. Maar hy gaan hom te hard skop. Dit gaan... hy is nie oor die doellyn gewees voordat Rhys Edwards hom hanteer het nie. Met ander woorde, hy moes skop. Anders sou hy hom oorgedra het.
29! 63! Good, Robbie.
Right. Staat nou D wat met omdraai om na die skerp beweging uit te voer daar met Hempas Rademeier wat feitlik dwars deur sny en dan Kobus Wiese wat skitter in die los en die vaste los. Weer Garthright. En nou is dit Pieter de Haas wat in 'n loskakelposisie moes kom. En sy skoppie Penrose wat gaan keer die bal uitrol. En hy moet vinnig skop voordat de Haas by hom kan kom. De Haas wat na die wedstryd in die vlei staat. En sy eerste Currie-beker wedstryd vir Transvaal binne die eerste minuut 'n 3 gedruk het.
Curling wind, which makes kicking at the posts very difficult indeed. Slightly messy line out with De Tooy coming through quickly for Natal. And the referee says that there was obstruction in the line out and a penalty to Natal, and they'd be well to go for. And no score at all. We've had 22 minutes in the first half, so a very important kick for Natal. It's always psychologically so important to get first blood in any game. And he's got the distance. Wait for it. Yes, 3 points to Natal. Penalty goal to nothing. Penalty kick by Coxwell. It was very important. Coxwell not only scored a couple of penalties, he scored a try as well. And Natal won by 2 tries to 1. The other one coming from Jamison. Taken by Fasaki. Natal going in well. New man Whitcomb doing well for Natal. That was Winterbottom, Breert. De Haas, that's Van Us with it now. And coming in was Truter. Out top to Rademeier. Winterbottom trying to take the return pass. Referee waiting for advantage, but Winterbottom knocked it forward. And the referee.
Nice to see also from that play. Chick plays for Saki breaking away. He's a good ball player, and if he's got his mind right and he makes a couple of those runs, that can make a lot of difference to the Natal side.
And the penalty, the referee was waiting for advantage. Penalty for offside around that scrum. And here's another opportunity for Natal. I think they'll want to get as good a lead as to see if he can get the second one. Dick, you know this ground better than I do. The wind is only really effective when it goes high up, is it?
Yeah, Chick, because of the grandstand on the other side, the wind swirls around a lot, and this can make a lot of difference. You can see how this kick goes, but fortunately for Natal, it didn't swirl too much there up high, and the kick's gone over, and so Natal has picked up another 3 points to go ahead 6-0.
Well done by Ken Hoërskool in Johannesburg. Also has played for Western Province and Northern Transvaal. Under it is Andre Botha. Tapped back, Deonta Toy coming across to try and help get it. But Transvaal getting the ruck. Skolnodeer with a drop goal attempt, but he pulled it. And he, of course, is the golfer who... Skolnodeer, that's the 22-meter line of Natal, so he certainly will have the distance. See if he's got his rangefinder right. And it's a goodish-looking kick, and it's over. 3 points to Transvaal, and Natal still leading by 2 penalties, 2-1.
Nice kick there by Skolk. Very important, of course, at this stage of the game. 6-3 now.
We'll now want to try and play the rest of this half in the Transvaal 22-meter area, or certainly in the Transvaal half, and use this wind and try to force Transvaal into errors, and that is the pattern, kicking deep, so trying to force a 22 dropout from which Natal should get possession as it's kicked in. And Skolnodeer making certain that all his forwards are well behind him as he kicks. Lovely sunny day in Durban, beautiful day for rugby, and a lovely hanging kick, so Transvaal forwards can get up there as well. Hein Barnard in the middle of it, Jannie Brett at the back, and back that was Peter de Haas who kicked. Peter de Haas, who played fly half for the South African under-21 side against the Bulldogs last year, and his father, Gerard de Haas, played fly half for Free State, as indeed Peter has done as well. Halfway line, just to the right of the line out. And whose ball is going to be? Natal going forward very well, thrusting forward, good possession. Coxwell, and that's the new chap, Muir. Dick Muir into the side, and waiting for it was Jamison, wanting it very much, but
He came off his chest and went over into the in-goal area, and that's definitely a 5-meter scrum for Natal. So,
and you heard the fair comment by the crowd who gave the bird to the referee's decision. And Coxwell taking the ball off the toes of the Transvaal forwards very well indeed. And away on the far side, Natal, that's Visagie. Hankinson is there as well. In Morea, and goes Edmonds, and good possession for Natal. Jamison, Craig Jamison going to score, I think. Craig Jamison is over. Craig Jamison has done it again. He scored the last time that Natal played against Transvaal, and he scored again today. A very fine eye for a gap. He took his chance, and he really went like a hare down that touchline, and a very fine try for Natal.
yeah, Chick, lovely break there down the blind side. Here we can see him driving by Ian Murray. He goes in, still going. He gets away from a tackle, gets the ball back in. There's a bit of a drop ball there. You can see, but someone's picked up the Transvaal. One of the Transvaal players got the ball here. And we can just see the bit of a schmozzle. It comes out. Craig has got it down the blind side. Caught everyone napping. There's Jannie Brett making a valiant attempt to get him, but he's out of the game. And
that is Ian Morea into place for Visagie. And ball going backwards. Hankinson is in the thick of it. Van As with it. Hugo Van As. But he's dispossessed, and a very good ruck ball for Natal. And on the blind side, Jamison spots the gap. Jannie Brett, a desperate lunge to try to tackle him, but Jamison around the blind side, and a lovely kick, a beautiful kick by Coxwell, and so Natal are leading by a goal and 2 penalties to a penalty by Transvaal.
maybe a little bit of poetic justice there from the not getting that 5-meter scrum beforehand. A nice position for them to turn around, and they'll have their tails up a little bit better than being at 6-3 anyway.
And a very well-deserved try, getting it from the forwards, and I think the credit must go to the forwards for getting that superb ball from the ruck. But here Transvaal coming back to Haas. Out there to fullback in the line. Truter out to Rademeyer. Rademeyer trying to get around Penrose, and coming in is Rhys Edwards to dump him. And Natal defense holding solid. But a good move by Transvaal.
Daar was amper een vir Transvaal. Maar as 'n baie stewiger skram vir Natal daai, goed geswaai na die regterkant toe.
Coxwell wat aansetting soek by sy voorspelers. Daar is dit Jamison, steek die 10 meter lyn oor. Dit was Jonathan Roos wat daar netjies gevorder het tot op die 10 meter lyn van Transvaal, maar staan 'n strafschop af. Maar Hendrik Trieter gaan pale toe skop van sy eie 10 meter lyn. Ja, hy het hier die voordeel van die wind van agter, maar soos al baie dikwels gesê is, as u die Kings Park stadion ken, daar is wel 'n daardie oorkantshoek wat jy daar sien, is hy toegebou, maar verder om na die linkerkant toe is hy oop. En dit is waar die wind gewoonlik deurdwarrel. Nou, vandag is dit van die suidweste kant, met ander woorde van agter Trieter se linker skouer, en hy moet net die bal hoog genoeg lig en dalk kan hy 'n ding doen. Hy het nie baie ver teruggestap vir so lang skop nie, net so 3 meter. En hy hom betreklik laag, en dit is 'n baie goeie skop, wil jy glo, hy is oor. 'n magnifieke skop van Trieter. Ja, sien is glo sê hulle. Ek het my bedenkingen gehad hoe daardie bal geneem het, maar alle eer hoog. En dit is die kwartlyn van Transvaal wat jy daar regs in deel sien. Isagi na Jameson, na Coxwell, lang aangee. Na Reese Edwards en dan hier op die rechtervleugel Tony Watson. En dan Muir gaan oor. Muir wat er ons 'n tweede wedstryd van die die seisoen. En dit was 'n pragtige aanval van daar in lyn staan aan die oorkant van die veld. Dit is Dick Muir wat die 3 gedruk het, die tweede 3 van die wedstryd. Jameson wat die bal gekry het van Rudy Visagi na Coxwell en dan 'n lang aangee daar in die hande uiteindelik van Tony Watson. En waar die bal losval, is dit Muir wat hom oppik. En met 2 Transvaalers by, Janie Breed onder andere, is die 3 gedruk.
Wel, is baie belangrike 3 vir Natal op hierdie stadium van die wedstryd. Dis vroeg in die tweede helfte. Hulle speel teen die wind. Hulle is net 12-6 voor en so 3 teen die wind is absoluut baie belangrik. So dit sit hulle in 'n gunstige posisie.
Coxwell wat hom pragtig bereken het. Hy krul net genoeg in. Coxwell het 10 punte dusver aangeteken.
Ja, ek dink dis die patroon wat Natal moet speel. As hulle goeie balbesit in die lyn staan kan kry, soos daar so wat Vleisversagie die bal gewen het, en dan moet hulle dit agterin gebruik. Die ondersteuning was daar en daar gaan Dick Muir van agter gesien en 'n baie mooi 3.
Cartwright wat daar die bal stadig kry en dan was hy om steelkant te speel. Pieter de Haas steek dan in sy spore vas soos 'n haas. Dan daar ver die oorkant na Skalk na D, dan na Hempas Rademeier. Hy het nie nodige spelers by om hom te help nie. Die fluitjie blaas. Die tuiskare is 'n bietjie rumoerig.
Ja, dit was blykbaar vir onkant geweest.
Die wedstryd wat ek Transvaal sien speel het teen die vuisstand op Ellis Park. 6-3 wat die Transvaalers daai dag gedruk het, het hy al 6 verdoel. Dus daar was niks met sy skopwerk verkeerd daardie dag nie. En hier is dit dan ook sy tweede strafskop. En er is 18-9, 2 strafskoppe deur Skalk Modee en die een van Hendrik Trieter. En binne 7 minute in die tweede helfte het die rug. Onorthodox hier uitgeskiet deur Jameson na Penrose op die linkervleugel. Trieter die bal spring ongemaklik vir hom, maar hy ontwyk 'n man of 2. Sy skop gaan nie uitwees nie onder druk. Reese Edwards, sy direkte opponent, het besluit om uit te gee na Coxwell. Coxwell soek aansluiting by Tony Watson. Hy kom om Janie Pretorius aan die binnekant verby, loop hom vas dan teen sy spanmaat Muir. Pieter Daas, die bring hom op grond toe. Muir weer eens vir die bal weer uitkry na Jameson, maar daar is geen beweegruimte nie. En hulle is verplig om oor die kantlyn te gaan. En die woord, vra aan hulle wat hy verwag, of sê aan hulle. Jameson gaan vir Wright baie lastig val. Amper kies onkant, opgetel deur Janie Breed. Skalk nou D. De Haas soek na die gaping aan die binnekant. Ontwyk 1 of 2 manne. Natal wat daar platvoet gestaan het. Niemand wat hom wil vat nie. Na Janie Breed. Dis net buite die kwartgebied van Natal. Hier is goeie tweede fase spel. Modee uit na Van As. Na Trieter wat in die agterlyn gekom het. Trieter op die kwartlyn. 'n Man met 'n verbasende spoed. Weer eens Nodee na Hugo van As. Skop in 'n hoekvlag vir Hempas Rademeier. En hier kom 'n maklike 3 vir Transvaal. Hempas Rademeier, daardie 3 moes eenvoudig kom. Want 2 keer na mekaar was die Transvaal wat die bal gekry het in die losspel. En na 20 minute in die tweede helfte druk Transvaal sy eerste 3 van die wedstryd.
Ja, mens kan sien hier so daar was self 'n paar. Ja, dit is die met die 3. Dis 'n baie mooi rolskoppie vorentoe, so maklik. Hempas Rademeier baie mooi 3.
3 van agter die pale. Daar is weer die lang aangee. Hugo van As. Mooi skoppie vir Hempas Rademeier wat vir Penrose klop in die naalloop na die doellyn. Ons kyk net na die doelskop van Skalt Nodee voordat ons gaan oorskakel na ons Engelse kollegas. Die doelskop is oor. 6 punte by vir Transvaal. Ons wil dit vanaf die noemende voorwedstryd die Duikers van Natal vir die Kwaggas van Transvaal verslaan met 58-20. Hier is die telling nou 18-15 en tot die einde van die wedstryd oor na Chick Henderson en Dick Cox.
Well, Dick, it's amazing how very good decision because he certainly wouldn't have got in on the corner. The cover defence was coming right across. And it's going to be a Natal ball being held at the back by Dion du Toit. Natal controlling as du Toit to Jamison. Jamison tried to get it, but there was De Haas. Peter De Haas coming in quickly, but knocking it forward, and it'll be Natal. The whistle has gone. Natal will attack for long periods of time, and it is Garth Wright. Transvaal have it. Right to Nodea, and he'll hoist it high in the wind, and the wind has taken it. Rhys Edwards thought it might just come in the field of play, but a very long raking kick by Schalk Nodea, number 10. Yes, Free State have come back. They were well behind. That's Visser number 4, but Natal getting it back. Coxwell out to Muir, to Tony Roach. Roach tackled by Peter De Haas. And Natal are going to get it from the ruck. No, they didn't. The referee decided it wouldn't come out, and they'll scrum. Craig Jamison to put the ball in. Transvaal a shove to try and get bad ball, but Coxwell caught in possession. Fantonda grabbing it, but Natal are going to get it back. Craig Jamison out on the left, and Rhys Edwards in the line, and out to the left to Penrose. Penrose going for the corner, and the ball, I think, went forward. Tony Roach was right there. He could have. You see, Transvaal with the overlap, they could have passed a bit more quickly or slicker passing. Now you'll see Truter on the outside, cuts inside, and Yanni Pretorius passed to where Truter.
Going to touch of not doing much benefit for Natal, I'm afraid.
Right to Nodea, to De Haas, and in the line is Truter, but well tackled by Muir and Roach together. So the referee has said that someone was offside. That is Hendrik Truter getting up last. He took quite a bang there. Very good tackle by the Natal three-quarters. And Andre Buerta asking the referee the reason for that penalty, and the rest has been kicks. 18-15, Natal lead. This is going straight. Has it got the legs? Yes, the scores are level. Chart van der Walt. Throw in. Andre Buerta at number 2 for Natal. And at the back, it is Dion du Toit grabbing it. Jamison, Coxwell. Coxwell attempted high tackle, but advantage. And Muir to Roach to Vasahi. And out on the left, Rhys Edwards in the line. A kick being chased by Penrose, being chased by De Haas, and the touchline wins the battle. But Natal have got into an excellent attacking position.
To go, and Natal right up there on the line. Good work there. Nice to see a big Rudy Fasaki come into the back line there. And there's the ball.
Who's going to get it? It's the big... And it is Cliffy Hopkins. And Craig Jamison on the blind side. Out a long one there, and Edmonds going for the line. But, yes, he's given it. It's a try. A try it is. And it looks as though it was Coxwell who took it from Edmonds. And very clever play by Peter Edmonds to get the ball go for the line and to slip it unobtrusively to Henry Coxwell. So he's done it again, has Coxwell. He scored a try as he did against the last time Transvaal played. Here's Cliffy Hopkins driving very well indeed. Tackle by Cheese van Tonda, and ball coming back very well from the ruck. Hankinson ducking down to get out there. Watch Edmonds now. He manages to slip it to Coxwell as the cover defence got Edwards but didn't get Coxwell. And
Whitcomb came through over the top. He didn't go over the top of Cliffy, but he came over and supported him and got the ball. The ball wasn't on the ground, so he was able to play it and came back. And it went on the blind side there, and Peter Edmonds slipped it back in, and got the try there for Natal. So now we're really getting to the excitement stage here with only a minute to go. Of course, now the ploy there, Hughie Edwards has missed the kick, so there's only 4 points in it. Now Natal must be very sensible about this. If they want to win this game, they must play.
Stoppages. They're taking it to the back. Rudy Fasaki, Peter Edmonds with it. Back to Craig Jamison, to Coxwell. Roach. Jonathan Roach booting it forward, chased by Tony Watson. And drifting into touch, but as Dick Cox was observing, there was the end of the game, 40 minutes and 48 seconds, and it is Natal who have won this game by 2 goals, 2 penalty goals and a try, to Transvaal's 1 goal and 4 penalties. The try scorers in the first half, Craig Jamison for Natal, and then in the second half, Dick Muir and Coxwell for Natal, and for Transvaal, Hempus Rademacher. So 3 tries to 1. Dick Cox, you are a Natal chap, but I want to say first that no doubt at all, Natal.
Santambank Currie beker wedstrijd, die westelike provinsie. Een verandering vergeleken met die span wat met Suidwes afgereken het. Dion Lotter in die nommer 7 trui wat speel in die plek van die beseerde Gert Smou. En François Bonte is steeds op skramskakel, want Freddy Ferreira